So how do we read Iran's moves? First, the obvious question, does enrichment mean that Iran can build a nuclear bomb now? Yes and no. First, the yes. Yes, it is possible that Iran could build a nuclear bomb, in theory at least, but they have a long way to go. As you can imagine, building a nuclear bomb is an elaborate process, and nobody, including Iran, can do it overnight. Experts are of the view that Tehran is still a long way off from having a uranium stockpile that is sufficient enough to produce a bomb. Also, Iran needs significant engineering expertise to build a weapon like this. So why is this move significant at all? Because Iran's decision sends a message to the Trump administration. It looks like the Iranian leadership is signaling the American president that it has the right to enrich uranium, and if push comes to shove, it will exercise this right. It also sends a message to their domestic constituency that Iran will not surrender to pressure from America. This is Iran's strategy to put pressure on the non-American members of the nuclear deal, the UK, France and Germany. They're called the E3, the European three. They too are signatories to the nuclear deal. US President Donald Trump pulled out of it, saying this deal was not tough enough on Iran. And now he claims that Tehran is playing with fire.
No message to Iran. They know what they're doing. They know what they're playing with. And I think they're playing with fire. So no message to Iran whatsoever.
So far, the European efforts have achieved little. Earlier, they tried to create a trade mechanism to skirt the sanctions imposed by America. It was called INSTEX, Instrument in Support of Trade Exchanges. INSTEX was designed to allow European countries and companies to trade with Iran via a barter system, but it hasn't really worked. Any de-escalation now would involve bringing Iran and America to the negotiating table. On Monday, Iran made it clear that it will not be pressured into negotiations by America or anyone else.
جمهوری اسلامی در یک سال گذشته و در چند سال گذشته نشان داده که در برابر احترام با احترام برخورد میکنه، در برابر فشار مقاومت میکنه که فقط با نشان دادن این اقتدار است که میتوانیم اونها رو اگر لازم باشه حتی در حوزه مذاکره هم به سر جای خودشون بنشونیم، چرا که ما در برابر فشار نمیپذیریم هیچگاه در برابر فشار کوتاه بیاییم، اما کسی که با ما راه احترام رو تجربه بکنه حتما نتیجه احترام ما رو هم خواهد دید و ما دنیا رو مجبور خواهیم کرد و شما دنیا رو مجبور خواهید کرد که جز با زبان احترام با ایرانی سخن نگویند و هیچگاه یک ایرانی رو تهدید نکنند.
It seems like America is in no mood to negotiate just yet. In a direct message to Iran, Washington has sent nearly a dozen fighter jets to Qatar. America says that the jets will defend American forces and interests in the region. So where does all of this leave the other countries which signed the deal? Countries like France, Germany and the UK. The thing is, Europe's anxieties about saving the deal are only matched by Tehran's frustration with Europe's inability or reluctance or both to mitigate American actions. So what is the nuclear deal all about? Let's first get that out of the way. It was an agreement between Iran and the P5+1, that is China, France, Germany, Russia, the US and the UK. It was adopted on the 14th of July 2015. The United Nations endorsed this pact. The UN Security Council adopted Resolution 2231 on the 20th of July 2015, almost 4 years ago. But the US withdrew from the deal on 8th May 2018, last year. And Trump reinstated sanctions on Iran soon after. Europe has repeatedly urged Iran to not breach the terms of this deal, but all eyes are on Sunday, the 7th of July, when Tehran has threatened to announce further measures that could potentially wreck the negotiations taking place between European countries and Iran. Iran has threatened to further increase the enrichment of uranium over and above the percentage it has breached. Last week, the European countries held talks with Iran in Vienna. The EU has since announced a trading mechanism to circumvent the US sanctions, what I spoke about earlier. But this only helps Iran to trade in essential commodities not subjected to sanctions. It does not support oil trade with Iran, so it helps very little. For their part, the UK, France and Germany have publicly said that they want the deal to survive, but Tehran is not convinced. It feels that Europe could show more political will to support Iran's economy.